Our epidemiological investigations have identified that most of the cases in this cluster had visited multiple KTV clubs and outlets, multiple visits to several KTV outlets on the same day, or multiple days.
Just like to add to what our Director of Medical Services has said. There was an article in the Straits Times discussing the butterfly effect and how it has contributed to the current cluster we have here. I'd just like to address that analogy a little bit. In the industry, the social hostesses are sometimes referred to as butterflies because they will visit multiple different rooms within the lounge and service different patrons in different rooms. For the purposes of illustration, we will refer to the patrons as flowers. Let's call the room that they are in the flower bed, and that would make the KTV lounge a garden. So essentially what happens is that the butterflies will go to one of the flower beds and visit some of the flowers there. Some of the flowers will request to have their nectar sucked, and that doesn't always happen because the nectar is not very sweet, to be honest. And then the butterfly will proceed to move to different flower beds where the cross-pollination might occur, and that's where we run the risk of the spread that we are seeing. Now the problem becomes more complicated because some of these butterflies don't limit themselves to one garden. Some of these butterflies will visit multiple different gardens either within the same night or over a period of a few days. The flowers are no less, and sometimes they will visit multiple different gardens, thus again contributing to the exponential spread. What you can say is that the butterflies, the flowers and the gardeners, they have all come together to royally screw up our entire ecosystem, and that is very disappointing. Moving forward, a lot of these butterflies are going to be sent back to their cocoons. As for the gardeners, a lot of them will have their gardening licenses revoked. Some of them might have to move into greenhouses to survive. As for the flowers, we urge you, if you've been to any of these gardens in recent times, please do come forward to get yourself tested. I understand there's a fear of being exposed. I understand you are afraid that your partners may chop off your stem or rip out your fruits if they find out that you've been to these gardens. But for the greater good of the entire ecosystem, please come forward and get tested. Yikang, anything to add?